What is up, people? I am almost certainly real. We are back at it. Dr. Professor Scientist. Sure, let's go. Let's just go ahead and hit start. Not much to do on the first round, though. So there's my barrels. Ooh, love that AoE damage. And we get 2 of them. I feel like this multi-bullet is insane, because it basically lets you duplicate your best thing. Bullet chain, I don't respect at all. I'm gonna throw it on there, just watch it, see what happens. Maybe it just I can see the okay, so okay, I'm not gonna spend too much time on it, but I'm gonna mess around with it a little bit, see if I can figure out how to get stuff to actually chain together. Yeah, but this metal, another metal barrel. We like it. Eventually, potentially, we'll put a size increase on that. I think eventually size increase is worth just, it increases the probability of something hitting. I wonder if does it increase the size of the explosion? It doesn't look like it, but we'll check it out. Yeah, so like you can see the difference between the 2 barrel sizes. Not crazy huge there, but we'll put it on our good barrel. Might as well put freeze on our good unit there that we're getting 2 of. I mean, just at the beginning, you just kind of spam everything, right? Makes it easy. I'm kind of wondering if eventually you get to start a little deeper in the game. Because already this feels a little redundant. Okay, so we're on to the boss already. Okay, we're definitely going faster. Brass ball. Do we take that over the barrel? I think on the boss we do. We put that in our good slot. I guess knock back 2 on it, and then spin. A spin actually is potentially interesting with the chain. Maybe the chain goes flying around type of thing. To that respect, I will take out the cabbage and I will put the spin here. Just curious to see if that chain goes flying around in a circle. Do I have 2 things connected together now? Oh, maybe because I have the multi-projectile. Oh, so you need the multi-projectile to chain. Okay, we've figured out chain. That seems quite good for the boss, because he's getting frozen and knocked back. I don't know that it makes sense to chain those together, though. Does it? Wooden barrel. Unlocks the first 3 tiers of wooden barrel projectile. 5 damage. So that is metal barrel is moderate AoE. This is hard AoE. I kind of like this rapid fire. It looks kind of shitty right now, but I feel like I'd love to get a super high. Increases damage per speed. Okay, now we can start to understand. There's stuff going on here. Let's go ahead and just upgrade the fireball. It's maybe not the best choice. We could maybe just like run 3 fireballs type of thing. Metal barrel. This is definitely, I think, for a non-boss level, we'll put the metal barrel in there. And I don't think that I actually want them to chain, because I think that I want them to be spread out. Spin, I'm not a respecter of. Energy shard. Bounce, we are in for. I'll take 2 bounces. I think past 2 bounces, just the probability of something actually bouncing 3 times is not worth. But let's go ahead and hit that with a start testing. We're definitely moving a lot quicker now. Like you can see here, right, like they definitely bounce. That's definitely worth. I think bounce is actually insanely worth, because it seems to be like half the time they actually end up bouncing. Like if they exploded when they hit here. So I think bounce is a tier 1 upgrade to get a little bit of. Ooh, you like to see that. Big DPS. We're going big barrel. Big barrel, and then on bosses we go big ball. Big ballin'. And then, wow, okay, we are getting upgrades. We are getting upgrades. Can I get an energy shard leveled up? No, but we do have a fireball 2, spin, get out of here. You're staying in here. I think I want to get Pierce as well, so we're going big ball. Big barrel, I should say. Okay, damage per speed. Oh, but full speed above the base value. I was going to say, does it make sense to just slap this in? Because they are already relatively speedy. Okay, we can upgrade this brass ball. Bouncing brass ball. I'm kind of liking this game. I'm having, and we're going big barrel. Energy shard, yeah, we'll keep you around. Spin, you're getting out of here. Anything else that I want to put in on this barrel? No, I got that. Ooh, energy shard. I thought that was Pierce, actually. Did I get a Pierce? Oh, yeah. So the Pierce and energy shard, suspiciously similar. And then anything else we want? Knockback, I don't know that that's necessarily worth versus getting an extra projectile. And let's go ahead and say we should have the brass ball in. And you know what? I will take the fireballs. Can I do that to swap stuff? Yeah, I can. I'll take the fireballs over the sort of unupgraded barrels, because I like that. 15 dot is actually pretty. That's pretty good, actually. Because that ends up doing essentially 30 damage, right? So this is a 50 damage on hit. I mean, obviously, it's not... there's some chance that it hits them... yeah, the fireballs are super worth, actually. Because, like, 1001, 1002... they would have to be, like, here. They'd have to be way, way back in the monster arena before you're not getting full value of that dot. To be fair, I guess... I don't know how reapplication of the dots work, right? Like, is it gonna just refresh the time, or does it add to the time? But I think at this point we're definitely where. Okay, so energy ball. Yeah, so we're just getting so much stuff here. I gotta start being maybe a little bit more tactical about what I'm keeping. I think freeze. I'm gonna go ahead and keep a freeze 3, but I don't think that I'm gonna keep the other 2 freezes. I do want to get the bounce because I want to get to a level 2 bounce. I don't necessarily care about getting to a level 3 bounce. Okay, so now we can get a energy shard upgraded here. Like to see that. I wish maybe there's some way I could just double click something to upgrade. It would be like, oh, you could upgrade this, and it'd just be like, okay, I'll just double click that, and then it upgrades. We're working towards a level. I think I'm going to work towards a level 4. Like what are these question marks? Like, once I get this leveled up another time, does that unlock the question mark or something? We have not got to level 4 of anything. So freeze, we'll just drop all that stuff, right? Or no, I'm gonna drop chain. Bounce I want to keep around. Cabbage, you're gone. Let's keep these, because that's closer to a level 3. Oh yeah, actually, you know what? Energy shard, energy shard. Energy shard, there we go. And I don't know why I have, so we'll keep the level 2 fireballs. We'll put in these, I'm happy with that. Maybe I keep the freeze. Nah, I know that I have the spots for keeping this stuff, but I don't want to deal with it next turn. And then we're gonna get that, upgrade there. Why is that so big? The energy projectile just starts out big, eh? Huh. Interesting. I wonder if there's something to be done about that, about making that insanely big. Okay, I'm not loving that guy jumping along the bottom. That was a little annoying. I don't know if there's anything... yes. Right? The multi-bullet is just like a straight hard more multiplier. Okay, now here we're getting more bounce, which we will like. And then I don't know that past that level of bounce. So can I just is that going to give me 1? That's going to take me to 3, right? So I think we just do that. That just seems, yeah, it just seems like that's kind of insane, the multi-bullet. We're going to drop a fireball for that. Am I? No, we're not. I'll take a fireball over one of these. Interesting, these all seem the same. I assume the question marks are going to end up being different. And we will swap out good Pierce for bad Pierce. And then what do we want to do? Bounce. The level 2 bounce there on that for sure. What do we got here? We'll take the energy shard 2. Fireball 1 I'll drop, I think. I think I'll just stick with this. We'll keep the energy shard. I do want to keep working towards getting another level on that, and that gets me a little bit closer to that. This stuff I don't mind. And is this the boss? No, it's not the boss. Okay, so what, those hoppers, is there any way that I can, I'm just trying to think, is there any way I can easily do damage like along the bottom? I will say there does appear to be an interesting gravity situation, because I thought that this was a top-down view, but there seems to be also a sort of another plane of existence along the top and bottom where gravity is going, the hoppers are traveling along that. Okay. That seemed like we just did a lot better, and I guess the extra barrel, like what did we get? We got, oh, why do I have a 1 bounce in? I don't think, okay, so I don't think having, okay, so now we're on the boss. So for the boss, I think we go big brass balls. Oh, this is 30 damage, actually, wait. And that's 20, that's 30 damage. That seems like, why would I ever, that's confusing to me. Teleport. So after the projectile leaves the screen, it teleports behind the weapon 1 time. Is that just is that a straight up more multiplier, 2x more multiplier? Ooh, but now potentially I actually do want more bounce, right? Because I assume it teleports behind and it does not reset the number of bounces it has. I think if I had another level 2 bounce, oh, we still have this knockback in. I always forget about that. We have the freeze in. We want that for the boss. Speed, I don't respect. Even though we do have this damage per second, I don't think that we have, like, if they were higher level, we would look at it. So this is 25% by 35%. So it's 25% of 35%, which doesn't feel amazing. Bounce 1, I do. Okay, so I want to try and level these things up more, but I also like, oh, so there's, oh shit, there's a new barrel. That gives us some more space. Yeah, so I wish it was highlighting for me stuff I could auto combine, and I could just do that very quickly. I feel like that would make this like inventory management a lot quicker, and that would just be overall. Oh yeah, and then there's another thing we can combine. Beautiful. So I think the fireball stays because we want to get the boss dotted. I'm tempted to drop one of these energy shards and drop in an extra bounce. Just the probability with this teleport of that being useful, it increases. It's like, if I look at how much shit's on here, yeah, I think so we have 2 bounces, right? What is the probability that extra bounce is useful versus the 30 damage? So this launches 3, right? And they're essentially at least twice better, probably 3 times better. So it only really has to be like one of these projectiles, like 10% of the time or something like that. Does that bounce actually have to get used? No, but because I'm counting the extra. Okay, fuck it. We're sitting here doing too much math. So these, yeah, holy shit, that's insane. Teleport is so nutty. Oh my god, teleport is nutty. It's a straight up fucking 2x multiplier. Oh my god. Oh, this is a level 2 teleport. Okay, so what does a level 1 teleport do? Because I feel like that is... Wait, can I just add more teleport? Okay. Bounce can go up. Ooh, interesting. I can use this as a slot. This is maybe a little risky in that I don't actually have enough bounce. Oh, I need more pierce, I think, potentially. We're going big barrel. We're going big barrel. I'm going big barrel. Spin 300. I still don't quite understand. So yeah, you're going here, and I'm hoping that I can get, that'll get me to a level, as soon as I can get one more bounce, that'll get me to a level 3 bounce. An additional teleport. Oh, no, okay, so this goes here. I was going to say, I actually just got enough to get another level 3 ball, but I don't know that I care about that, to be honest. I do want to see if I unlock what the question mark is, but in this run, I actually think I'm just going big barrel. Right? The fireball feels like that dot is worth keeping around in terms of like a single slot. The dot, single slot dot. So energy ball, we're going to say no to the energy ball upgrading because you're the farthest away from upgrading, right? And then, oh, this is energy shard 3 as well. Where am I for my energy shards? They look too much like Pierce. Oh, that's what I dragged that down from there. Okay. And then we're going to go for another teleport. Because I got 4 bounces. I maybe don't have enough Pierce to do that. So we're going to go for another Pierce. Right? Because I have to have enough Pierce and bounce, basically, for the teleport to be worth it. And I think that I do. And, okay, start testing. Okay, maybe need more. I maybe need more Pierce for the teleport to be worth. But we do AoE damage, and like, right? Eventually, like, there's less enemies, and then the teleport becomes more useful. And when there's a lot of enemies, our AoE just is doing work. So it's like, when we're weakest in terms of there being less enemies, the teleport becomes more useful. So does that get me to my triple ball? Do I get? No, okay, so I don't have energy. I can't go to energy ball 3 with that. So this goes like this. Fireball, I'm sorry, you are getting replaced. We're going big barrel. Knockback. Oh, I kind of forgot that I had that. I think it's useful, actually, 100% for the boss. So I want to keep knockback with the number of barrels that we have. Okay, so we can get a freeze here. We can go freeze 2. I still don't know that I'm actually going to keep that. So let me organize these guys together. Let's do some organization here. That will help me pay attention to like what I actually can upgrade at what time. Let me get, you know what? I'm going to get rid of this damage speed thing. I don't think that we're going to do that. I want to keep the knockback because I want to get that leveled up. I think that would be a very nice level up for us. And then I will keep the fireball. Because the fireball, I don't necessarily mind having a 1-point wonder in the fireball. And let's go ahead and hit it again. Start testing. Or do I keep the freezes around? Yeah, maybe I do. I'm an idiot. Oh no, that's a level 3 freeze. Okay, no, I can't. I thought that I could just... What do I have to drop? I'd have to drop this level 2 brass ball or the fireball. The fireball I kind of want to get leveled up. The metal barrel, no, because we're 100% remaining metal barrel, you know? So it's like... Yeah, sorry, brass ball. We're going to drop you for the freeze. I do want to level them up, but I do care more about getting deep in the game, and I think... doing whatever upgrades I can. And you know what? The knockback actually pushes stuff closer together, which like combos well with our AoE. So I think the knockback, I was disrespecting it a little bit earlier, but it's quite good. It's good on this, and it's good on the boss, which makes it... This is very satisfying. Some barrel gaming. I like that. I feel like there's a lot of different... So there's a Pierce 1. Size increase. Is there anything that I would drop for the size increase? I don't think so. I think I'm just ignoring all of this, right? Oh. Ignoring all of that. How could I say that? Excuse me. Okay, do I have to take it out? Oh, can I have to have some sort of projectile in? Is that a rule? Yes, that apparently is a rule. Oh my god, that's an insane upgrade we just got. Interesting, can I... No, I can't move stuff into there, but I can swap stuff. I should have left that. It leaves me with more space. So that's interesting. Never take things out of here, because it effectively leaves you with less space. Size, don't care for. Pierce we'll keep around, because we would love to level that up. And let me keep stuff together. Let me reorganize here. That's going to make it a lot easier for me to tell, like, hey, can I upgrade something? Oh, I actually have a size increase in, which feels bad, man. So we're going to go for more Pierce. Maybe size increase is worth it. I'm just going to randomly put this here, and I'm going to think about it next round. Because it does increase the probability of you hitting something, right? I don't like how much though, right? You know what? I maybe am gonna drop in the size increase over the one Pierce, the bigger size increase. Choose a research. Oh, look at this! A bunch of stuff I don't want. We'll just get the cabbage. So this is 50, this is 75. I lose damage by upgrading those, right? So this is a level 3 freeze. So that gets us towards... Okay, so metal barrel, 100% you're getting saved. I think I have to stop keeping these things around. A bounce level 2, I think. Do I upgrade that? I think not yet. Not yet. Level 3. I kind of feel bad about losing. I'll keep my brass ball around maybe. And we'll drop the fireball for the one freeze there. And slightly annoyed that we put those. I guess it doesn't matter until you block both of them. It doesn't actually matter. I just can't do anything, and I just can't actually like save anything else up in here. Okay, let's go ahead and hit start testing. Oh, I was gonna put in the AoE upgrade, wasn't I? What would I take out for that AoE upgrade though? I think I just take out the Pierce one for it. I want to look at that. Because I think the only way that I lose is just something that like randomly sneaks through, right? It's not like damage wise, a metal barrel, epic metal barrel. Absolutely, we take epic metal barrel. There is our bounce, and we're just gonna leave it up there for now. Although actually, you know what? I'm gonna go for an upgraded bounce. I'm gonna upgrade one, and then I'm gonna drag that one down, and that gives us more bounce. Freeze. Okay, so this gives me another freeze. Potentially, I'm kind of curious, does the freeze stack? Can I do this, put this in, and it freezes for 2 seconds? Because that seems kind of insane. Oh, and there's our knockback upgrade. We love that. Especially when we're on a boss round. And that actually doubled, didn't it? Because they were 2. So I feel like that went from 2 to 4. Spin, don't care for. Fireball, no. We should probably have that damage in somewhere. So let's go ahead and do a bounce upgrade. So this is 2, goes to 3. And we're going to do another bounce in. 50%. So how much would that be? So that's 50, that's 50, that's 100. 175. So that would take us up to 225. What's 225 divided by 150? That's like a 20% increase in damage. Which is still pretty good. Is it better than... Oh, shit. No, let's go freeze. Let's go freeze up to 4-star freeze. 1.5 seconds. And we'll just leave that as a single slot. And I will, on this level, I think, go ahead and do this. I want to get more pierces. And then this stuff I don't care about, right? I guess freeze, theoretically, I care about because we can upgrade more. Am I happy for this for the boss? I'm going to say yes. I don't think the size against the boss is super useful. All right, let's go for it. See what we can do here. The teleport is kind of... You know what? I actually don't need this. I don't need this much pierce, right? We only need 2 pierce because we have 2 teleports. Absolute... Holy shit, we are wrecking. What is this? Damage per bound. Oh my fucking god, that's insane. Oh, and another multi-projectile. Okay, okay. I don't care about the freeze. I feel like we have enough freeze as is. I'm just going to leave it and say I'm not wasting my time upgrading it. I'll maybe regret that later on, but I'm just kind of lazy. And now I just, like, I don't even fucking know. There's so much shit I want in here. I think I have to combine these multiply damage. Because that gives me 2 extra slots. And then, like, this damage per bounce, that is fucking insane. With the teleports and the pierce. Okay, so let's try and keep everything together. And then what else do I want to put in? I want to go for the size. I mean, I feel like we're a little low on pierce, but I want to play around with the size, and I don't think that we're going to lose off of that. And then the rest of that shit, you can go bye-bye. So I think the size is useful. Like, basically the hitbox of these is like a cylinder, right? Like this, yeah, like this guy. It's not a matter of having the damage to kill them. It's just like they're fucking sneaky, and the size helps with that. So I think the size I'm gonna leave around. I'm gonna keep that around. Okay, I'm liking the looks of that. So I think I'm gonna take this bounce up, bounce, 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 and I think that that's enough bounce, right? 6 bounce is enough. We'll drag that in and let's go. Let's go faster. We can start moving now. I think I understand the game. I've got stuff kind of figured out a little bit here. So, okay. You know, we're not one-shotting things anymore. We're still doing pretty well. We're still doing pretty well. It takes a little while to build up, like all with the teleport, right? Until we get those teleports built up, we're kind of not at our full damage potential. Knockback, yeah, I think the knockback's quite good because it groups stuff up for us. Okay, lightning. I think that is actually quite good for us, given the fact that we... I want to test it out. Okay, so sorry, size, you're going away. Like, the fact that we have the pierce, right? Does it, like... electrocute stuff as it's going by them, which would be like, and how big is the AoE, which would be like 4 damage a second, but is it like yeah, nearby is a very, very Path of Exile. What is nearby? Could be anything. We'll grab that 2 freeze, I guess, and let's go ahead and hit start. So now I gotta watch. Do I see any electrical shock stuff? So nearby seems... Oh, nearby. Oh, that is terrible. That is terrible. That might brick our run. It destroys the projectile. Does it? Oh, maybe it doesn't. What? I'm confused. It kind of looked like it was destroying the projectile there. Was it not? Okay, research finished. Epic speed. Brass ball, epic, why not? Ooh, multiply damage. Yeah, that's definitely a take. Pierce. Okay, so there's knockback, knockback. That gets us close to another knockback. What are we getting rid of here? Oh, so pierce we can upgrade, right? So there's a pierce. Yeah. We take that for sure. I'm suspicious about keeping that for another level because it felt like it was destroying the projectiles. Maybe I just wasn't watching. Knockback 2, we definitely keep. Bounce 1, I don't know that I care to keep around that much. Same with size increase 1. Kind of overkeeping these brass balls. Do I drop this damage in? The 75, so that's 150. Going to 225 over 150 is pretty decent. But what do we drop? Lightning is the obvious choice to drop, right? Oh shit, I have another multi-bullet. I literally just noticed that. Sorry. Although, you know what? Now that we have more multi-bullets, you go and god damn it. Okay, so we have to do this. I just really like having my fuck. I don't like this. I want you to be in the front. You know what? Fine. We will keep the main projectile on the left-hand side. We'll treat this as the start. I don't know why I think of this as being the start of it, but that's how I've been playing. Ooh, we could have got a level 4 energy ball had I kept my energy balls, but we did not. I'll test lightning maybe some other time. I feel like I'm just too deep in the run and we're getting like really far and I don't want to brick this run. So that's basically, that is like a 50% more, that extra multi-projectile, so that's definitely worth. I think I gotta find a way to get this damage in here as well. Especially for the boss, we 100%. Ooh, 40%. So now you're tempting me. So Pierce against the boss. We only need this single Pierce. So you can go in against the boss for sure. We do need one Pierce for the teleport. Upgrading these I don't think is worth because I think it'll just go up to 100% damage, and that's way less. We're getting like 225% right now, and I don't think that. Okay, so there is knockback. We can get another level of knockback. That doesn't free us up any space though, but it does give us a huge benefit against the boss, right? Because we're not getting 6 knockback, we're getting basically 6 times 3 knockback. 18 because of the teleports. The teleports are so fucking nutty. I think this is my best boss setup then. Does that sound right? That sounds right to me. All right, let's give her a go. All right. Ooh, how much damage? Oh yeah, he literally cannot even get past the line, bro. Super portal ball. Yeah, we're just gonna click that. Oh, look, interesting that there's different research costs, but we'll take this. Unlocks the rare tier. I've not even seen the unrare tier of Super Portal Ball, but we'll take that for sure. Knockback level a bajillion. Yup, we'll take that. Pierce, yeah, we'll take that because we want to get. So teleports. Does this just do 2 teleports. That seems equivalent to 1 teleport. Yep, that frees me up a slot. I guess I could have had 3 teleports, but I just don't think I have the slots to deal with 3 teleports. 2 bounce. And I think I want to keep these 3 bounces for now. And now we're back. I think I have to get more Pearson. This is just too many levels for me to level that up. I do want to get like more damage. That's obviously just a pretty tier 1 upgrade, but it's just kind of annoying to hold on to a 1-star thing. We'll keep the bounce though. We do want to get that leveled up. Freeze, I feel like am I gonna get to? I guess I keep it for now, but that's something that potentially we drop. And I want to watch this lightning, because if it is actually 40% and it doesn't kill the projectile, that is actually kind of insane. Start testing. Okay, no, I don't think it is destroying them, is it? No, it's not. Why did I think it was? Okay, you know why I think it was? Is because if you look at the line, so if you look at the lightning and then you look back where the lightning started from, it looks like nothing's there, but it's just because the projectile's already moved on. So that 40% damage is actually kind of, I mean, it is single target damage, but that's like, because they go by 3 times with teleport. So that's like 1.2x damage, as like, that's almost a double more modifier. I feel like this game is weirdly very, very similar to Path of Exile. And that seems like something that's like weird to say, because they're obviously like if you were to show someone like a video of like this gameplay and then Path of Exile gameplay, and you were like, hey, these games are very similar, they'd be like, all right, sure. Yeah. But let's go ahead and hit start testing again. Let's go. We can speed it up. We'll speed it up. All right, stuff's making it a little bit farther. To be fair, it does take us time to build up our wall of barrels. And you know what? I like that lightning because it has pretty long range where it's willing to actually hit. So we're definitely a lightning appreciator. Pierce, we would love to get a little bit, get our pierces up to a higher level, and this might be the point in time where we have to apologize to the brass ball. Size increase, we're not, I don't think I'm ever going to fuck with that. This is already a level 4, so I think I'm not going to take this knockback. And I think realistic, like, I mean, you saw how we did against the last boss, right? We're not in a situation where our does the spin make us bounce more? I'm not going to test it this round. I'm happy with what we're doing, but to some degree we have this damage per bounce and maybe this spin, but it doesn't feel like that. It just seems like they spin in place on the same trajectory that they're on. So there's obviously some stuff we don't understand about like how to scale different things. There's some sort of scenario where the spin is useful. All right, we are getting deep into this game. I don't know that they always, the lightning, I don't know. I feel weird about it. I feel like they're not all of these guys are actually electrocuting, right? It's so satisfying once all the teleports are going. So there's a 3 bounce. Damage per speed. That's actually pretty good if we were to have the speed upgrade, because I think that this would be, I assume that these two would multiply together, right? Even though they say it says multiplies damage additively, I think it's additively per this type of upgrade. Obviously, I'm not positive about that. I'm sorry, brass balls, but you guys are getting replaced. Yep. Okay, let's give her a go. Ooh, some of these guys making it farther than we like. I would love to get one more multi and then combine these, or just get a level 3 multi. Because I assume this gets me to 2, right? Ooh. Ooh, what was I just asking for? So that gives me the same total no. That is a lot of... We just got an insane amount of upgrades. Oh, you know what? Weirdly, I have to keep a projectile. Because if I ever want to upgrade this, I need one other projectile to replace it with, because I can't drag this up into here. So I need to have one projectile. That's maybe like... I mean, obviously there's... I don't know if you're guaranteed to get a projectile from the monster droppings. So we just got an insane amount of upgrades there. 60. Did that go from 40 to 60? Was that 50% more? And the additional AoE. Okay, that feels nutty. And now this. So this gives me one projectile each. So we're at 3. So if this goes to 2, I can stay at 3 projectiles and use one less slot, which feels like the best choice. Yeah, so that goes to 2. Then we drop this in here. And then we just drop in the extra damage, I think. Especially for the boss. And then what do we want to keep out of here? We'll keep the knockback. I guess we're close to getting a knockback upgrade. Otherwise, whatever, I don't care. So we're set up for the boss? I think so. There's nothing really I want to swap out for the boss. I guess potentially the Pierce, but whatever. Don't care. I think that the lightning is going to be insane against the boss. Hello, there we go. Oh, okay, so you know what it is the lightnings won't hit until he's past this line as well. So the knockback and the lightnings both don't apply till he's... Yeah. And maybe even the Pierce itself. Yeah, but it feels like the knockback freeze combo against the bosses, especially with the teleport Pierce, that is just a little bit much. In terms of just being able to absolutely stun lock the boss. Okay, we researched the insane thing. Saw blades. Okay. And spins. Okay, so there's like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in this game. We're kind of on, I feel like, a very basic, your classic AoE damage run. Pelletify. Okay, so this is like keeping all the duplicates projectiles. I wonder if that multiplies with multi-bullet or not. So at max level, you're getting 3 times the projectiles for minus 50% damage. So that is actually overall damage boost. And then you kind of wonder, is there stuff like there's on hit effects? I mean, obviously there's freeze and the knockback, right? Those are basically not dependent on the damage. So that's something where potentially you get that sounds fun in terms of spamming projectiles. So now I feel like we've got some decent upgrades to do here with the Pierce, potentially cutting down on the number that we have. I think actually I'm going to keep the same total number of Pierces, but we do get a little bit of additional Pierce by upgrading that. And then bounce. How are we doing on bounces? We've got... So this would go to 4 and 2, so that would be the same total number, but it gives us a higher upgrade. We'll keep that Pierce around. Knockback, no, we can't upgrade. Let's try and keep this stuff together. It's so disorganized. So, I guess we might as well do that. Keep stuff upgraded. It doesn't... It saves us some inventory space, I guess, which is useful. Freeze seems a little silly for us to be keeping around, but whatever. All right, let's go. To be honest, I thought we'd lose. This is starting to be a long ass episode. Bounce 6 times. Well, okay. All of a sudden, we've got ourselves a lot of bounce. All right, let's just keep going. I'm gonna just try and move a little bit faster now. I think we've got our build basically decided, and we're just gonna look for upgrades for the stuff that we already have, more or less. Because the freeze bounce back, that clumps stuff together for our AoE. It also takes care of the boss. Damage is just obviously good. The lightning, that it's just, I think it adds. It lets us take care of these like hopper things very easily, because the AoE in which it hits seems to be relatively large. Like that seems to be like, you know, 1/4 of the screen type of thing. Time Thief steals time from enemies. Okay, so this seems like, okay, so this not only boosts, but it also freezes. So this is just like strictly better than freeze. Steals time from enemies, boosting through 3 components. So that's overall just like a DPS increase. And then also freezing them in time. So this is, okay, so this is strictly better. That's interesting. I think that's the first time we've seen something where it's just like, it maybe actually freezes less. Like it's 1.5 versus 1, but the overall increase, if you consider that it also, you end up having more projectiles, the total amount of freeze might actually be slightly more or similar. No, it's not. That's not actually true. Trivially, that's not true. That is 50% more freeze versus 1 second, and skipping through 3 components is not going to make up for that. But they are sort of similar-ish. Let's just grab that 2, and let's go ahead and hit start testing. Okay, oh, interesting. I can see, I've not been looking at this radar. I don't know that that's useful, but it's interesting to see this stuff coming. Yeah. I feel like this reinforces the idea that if you play a game, you play a tower defense game, you should pick up Splash. Metal barrel, yes, absolutely. And what are we getting rid of for that? The lightning, I don't know. I see us upgrading it. The knockback, I feel like, is also something where it's like, it's in a very, very good place. On the other hand, when you see a 1-star, actually, our pierces are actually very low level. So maybe I keep that around preferentially over what? The freeze. I don't see us ever getting to a 5-star freeze, right? Yeah, that's the other thing is like, am I ever actually going to get to a 5-star freeze? And interestingly enough, would I take another teleport for 3? We maybe have the pierce for it now. Against the bosses, obviously, like I can have, if I have 5 pierce, then I can have 5 teleport. And that is that right now the best way to multiply? I think that right now might be the best multiplier I can get. We would love to get some more of the damage as well, so I could combine these, then add a couple more of them. But at the moment, I don't think it's effective for us to combine. What else is there that we could potentially do? The damage per bounce, that feels like it's rarer, right? That's something that's like rare to get. Okay, so we're up against a boss. Does this give me another knockback upgrade? No, but yeah, again, this knockback's already level 4. Like, am I going to be able to get that higher? Damage per bounce. Is that weirdly better than... That's maybe better than some stuff that we have. So Pierce 1, I think we're just going to say like a tier 1 upgrade, even though we have fairly low level Pierce. A 1 star is just not worth keeping around. Multi-bullet, we definitely want to keep. We definitely want to keep, and we'll keep that, I think, over the bounce, because I've got 2 4-star bounces. Like, yeah, a bounce, we're going to say you're probably good. Probably good on bounce. Yeah, 1 stars just feel like not worth keeping around. Even that it's a 1-star barrel, right? Because I need 3, like you need 9 to get to 3, and then we're already on 4, right? So it's too far away for us to keep. Okay, boss. Do we want to switch anything out for the boss? I don't think so. Yeah. Considering how well we did off the last boss, I feel comfortable just going with a less go. Interestingly, our damage isn't amazing against the boss. We are really reliant on the knockback and freeze. Like, if we didn't have the knockback and freeze, he 100% gets through, right? Teleport epic. Yeah, we'll take that. Okay. There's a Pierce 2, which I think I do want to keep. Okay, we can upgrade. Beautiful. Drop you in. Damage, I kind of weirdly want to keep the damage ones, even though it's a 1-star. If I can combine that and then put in 2 doubles, I think that ends up being slightly more or the same. Nah, let's just go ahead and... fine. We've got the spot for it. Oh god. Okay, my fucking headphone. Like, why do I buy wireless headphones? I just always feel compelled to have them plugged in constantly because they start beeping at me, and it's like, and it's very aggressive. I feel like when I have 1 hour of battery left, give me like a little gentle beep, just a little toot toot. No, I actually want to keep this brass ball around for being able to upgrade if I happen to only have... it's maybe a little esoteric, the probability of that happening. So we'll take that over that. My pierces are still kind of low level. So I'll take it over the bounce, because I feel like the bounce having 2 4-stars, it's already high enough level. Increased damage per bounce. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just upgrade that one. Let's see if it goes to 20 or if it goes to... So it goes to 35. It doesn't seem to be consistent in terms of what... Like, so that's... I was expecting it to either be 30%, which is 50% more, or 100... Or 40%, which would be a doubling of it. But it's gone to 35, which I guess is 75% more. Is that right? Because it's halfway in between? That seems like it. Maths out. We'll take that barrel, a level 2 one. We'll give it a keep. Because obviously the barrel is kind of our main thing. And I guess, can you get past 5 stars? Probably not. And let's go ahead and give her a go. Anyways, back to complaining about my headphones. Because I would like to complain more about them. It's like at the 1 hour mark, right? Give me like a little friendly beep, and I will find some time in the next little bit. But it just starts beeping very aggressively. When I don't know how much battery life it has left when it starts beeping aggressively. But it's just like, especially if I'm playing like a multiplayer game, it's just like, it's very annoying, the amount of beeping that I'm getting, and it's like, I can find some time to plug it in, but like, give me a fair warning, you know? Okay, so we want to keep you around the lightning for sure. Anything we can upgrade in there? No. So what are we taking the lightning over? We are going to take the lightning over. We have so much invested in knockback, but we're kind of close to getting that knockback up to another 4-star, which gets me towards getting something being 5-star. So I think, yeah, but I think we're still going to replace one of those knockbacks, unfortunately. Because I honestly don't think that getting more knockback is that useful for us. Although to be honest, the boss was getting a little. I don't want to say that I was nervous on the last boss, but it definitely felt like that boss was moving up a little bit more on us. But yeah, let's go ahead and hit it. Okay, I'm done complaining about my headphone now. Maybe other brands are different. What do I have? I actually don't know what my headphones are. Oh, I can look. I think actually I can look in the sound thing. I think that tells me. Okay, I have HyperX Cloud Stinger Core Wireless plus 7.1. Ooh, choose research. So weird. Unlocks the first 3 tiers of weird research. A weird projectile that deals 30, 30, or 30 damage and teleports to the back of the gun 2, 3, or 4 times. So this has built-in teleport. Yeah, sure, why not? It's interesting that potentially, like, the stuff that we're unlocking, maybe even... Ooh, okay, so that gives me my lightning upgrade. Is that correct? Before I put this in here, yes. So we have the 3-star, 3-star, and 3-star. 60%. That's actually pretty decent. That's a 50% boost to that. Freeze 3 on the off chance we're able to get a freeze upgrade. That seems like the most useful to keep. Rapid fire doesn't seem like it's worth giving up a slot for. A high level rapid fire feels like that would actually be very good. But I don't have the slots to give up. I think I need six Pierce for the AoE rounds, and I think 12 bounce is maybe more than I need, given I only have 2 teleports. But I am kind of holding out. I do kind of want to get more teleports. I don't know exactly where the teleport would go, what we would replace, but we'll give that a go. So 3. How often? Yeah. I think we definitely want the 6 Pierce. Because there's a good number of enemies there. Okay. So we're on the boss. Anything I want to keep here? Ooh, that's close to getting... I gave up the knockback, the additional knockback. Weirdly, replacing the bounce with additional knockback is maybe makes sense. Does that make sense for this? Because this is 7. That gives me an additional 6. That almost doubles my knockback, which feels very value. So 3. So I don't need the... Because I only have 2 teleports, so it can go through... Yeah, I don't need that, so we might as well swap out on the boss, knockback, and pierce. And do I want to keep any of these? Not really. Rapid fire, I kind of want to start leveling up, but... Yeah, there's nothing there we can upgrade. Let's go ahead and send that. I think the electrical, that feels like that's very good against the boss. So I think... It doesn't feel like all of my projectiles are actually electrocuting, though. Okay, this guy's getting farther. I'm glad we put in that additional knockback there. Because he does... There's some times when just, like, you get a good number of knockbacks in. Okay, and now I think we definitely swap that one knockback. We put our Pierce back in for this. Nothing that we're going to keep there. Start testing. Okay, stuff's starting to make it farther though. Okay, what do we do? What can we get that's gonna improve this? We maybe, so 1, 2, 3. Do I have too much bounce? I maybe can drop that bounce. That's just insane AoE. It's interesting that you could potentially do this. Like have 2 projectiles, right? One where you swap in a projectile. Because all of these, none of these like are specific to AoE, right? The epic tier of freeze modifier. Oh, I already have that. Does that just mean I can get it down in here, basically? I guess not. Okay. I'm gonna go for the wooden barrel. It just seems like it might be funner than the freeze overall, and none of this stuff I'm gonna keep. Let's go ahead and go again. I was thinking, wait, did I want to swap something out? 6 bounces, so it bounces like twice. I think the 6 bounces is potentially more than I need. And I feel like the knockback is actually kind of awesome for kind of like the knockback and freeze for grouping stuff together. I guess if everything gets knocked back then equally, then it doesn't actually really group stuff together. We could get an extra projectile 3, which would take us to 4 over 3, that's 33% more. So 33% more feels like it's better than the extra bounce. Because I don't know how often they actually hit. So 1, 2, 3. You know, yeah, I don't know that they actually get above 6 bounces that much. And a straight 33% more upgrade feels like that is better than... Because none of them, like, there's none of them that end up... Okay, so I was about to say there's none of them end up. So this guy's obviously going to bounce, and he's going to bounce out, right? Yeah. But it doesn't feel like that very often we end up with those. Like, there's a couple of them in here, right? But it feels like most of them are kind of coming in at lower angles. And I feel like we feel a lot better about how we're doing this run than we did last run. Like, stuff was making it to here. Feels like we're doing oddly better than we did last time. I guess 33% more is a decent amount more. Yeah, we're getting to the point where it's hard to take stuff here. So 2, 2. What we can do is we can go 2, 2 like that. And then I'll just hold on to that in case we get two Pierces on the next run. 2 level 1 Pierces, I should say. Yeah, I guess it makes sense that like as we get upgraded and stuff like that, it becomes harder and harder to take stuff. Because it does feel like we're picking up stuff a lot less often now. Tester level 3, wave 38. How long does this go? This is already like way longer than I thought we were gonna make it. I kind of now wish that there was like a 10x because I feel like this is just like redundant. Research, electric boogaloo. Okay, 1 damage on hit. So this is 1400. So this is like the lightning on steroids. We'll go for that. That sounds like fun. Knockback 2. We'll take that over the Pierce 1, and then let's just go for it. Start testing. Yeah, but it's kind of funny because all this is like stuff that exists in Path of Exile, like Pierce and more damage and like chaining type stuff, right? And you're kind of like trying to maximize your AoE DPS, and that feels like, you know, something that you would be like, this is like Path of Building, basically. We're sitting here trying to maximize our AoE DPS by chaining and doing more multipliers, adding projectiles. You know, there's greater multiple projectiles and stuff like that. And I actually kind of like that, because I do like the idea of Path of Exile, and I do like the idea of playing it. Ooh, okay, so we have this here. So this is 2 projectiles. I mean, this is definitely sticking around, but I don't know that I'm using it right now. 3 times minus 80. I don't think that I can use this, right? Because it's just too much of a damage loss. We'll try and upgrade it, though. Like, eventually, I think it becomes slightly more damage. That could be very fun. And then for the boss, we drop in a bounce back, right? And then I'm just going to go ahead and send it, because I don't know that I want to give up anything to keep the knockback. Nah, let's just go ahead and send that. Anyways, but yeah, with Path of Exile, I can't play it. It's too much time, right? I played it like years ago and stuff like that. And every once in a while I look at like a league start and I play like a little bit the first weekend, but it's just too much game, you know? It's interesting that, like, why does it have, it seems to have like 35,000 out of 1,300 health. Let's go ahead and 2x speed it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so now I think I can... Okay, so 1 second. So if I take this... So I think we can do a multi-bullet upgrade, right? Because I have 1, 2, 3, and that allows me to keep 1. That's just strictly better. And then this other stuff we're just going to ignore. Okay, let's go ahead and hit that times 2, hit it with a start, and see where we get to. So this scratches my Path of Building, Path of Exile itch without me actually having to play. We get a bit of loot, you know, this is kind of like our loot that we get. Okay, we're getting to the point where we're not doing so well. We're not doing so well, which I'm okay with. I feel like this run has actually been fairly long, and I feel like we're pretty, for the last little while, we've kind of just been upgrading what we have. We haven't really been, also, my bad, I actually should have more Pearson. That is, I was, you know, did not swap that out. That potentially is why that round felt so bad. Anything we're taking here? Not really. The weird projectile, that's kind of cool that we're getting that. Oh, I should pay attention to whether or not I get a 2 pierce, because we could upgrade. Theoretically, that's potentially useful. Okay, I think that is the danger of swapping projectiles, is that for the boss, is that I forget about it, and then yeah, okay. So all of a sudden we're back to doing a whole lot better. It feels like. So So the modifiers only apply past this line, but am I killing stuff back there? No, I guess not, because they teleport, right? So I can't. I feel like I see stuff dying back here, though. I don't know. Maybe we'll try watching that a little bit more. You know what? That's not actually the cutoff of the map. I was thinking that was the cutoff of the map, but that's not actually true. Nothing we want to do there. Let's go ahead and hit that with the ×2 and start testing. The cutoff of the map is more like right here, because we can see behind that line. So I definitely want to figure out like the spin and chain type stuff. I think that that's something that's interesting. Potentially with the speed damage modifier. Maybe you can get stuff like just bouncing like crazy. It does feel like the teleport, like the combination of multi-bullet, teleport, and pierce is like, that's just like, those are all more multipliers, right? The way that like teleport and pierce works together. Rapid fire rare, boost through the next 4 components. I feel like that's more generally useful, right? So there's pierce 3. I assume that takes me to 4, and I don't think that I can do that. Okay, so there we've got a damage upgrade. So that's 75. So if I was to upgrade, so this is 75, 75, 75, which is what? 125? Am I doing that math right? 150 plus 75, yeah. And then if I was to upgrade this, I think they go to 100. So that would take me to 175, which is still less. Bounce 3, no. I guess I'm close to getting a bounce. Another 4-star bounce. No, I already have a 4-star, another 4-star bounce. So whatever. I guess it's the most useful to keep. 2, let's go ahead and send it. But I think condensing our damages is actually potentially the next step. If I can get like some more level 3s and then take this to 4. I'm not positive that that goes to 100%, but I think that's what it does. Because I think... Have I seen it before? Or the other ones go 25, 50, 75, and I'm just assuming it goes to 100. Yeah, obviously that Pierce is insane. We have to make sure that that is in on the multi-enemy levels. And then the lightning just feels like it's a very good one slot. Although I don't know that they all lightning. It sometimes feels like, given the number of projectiles we have, there should be more lightning happening. So we're on a boss, and we swap in the knockback, and we remember to swap in the not knockback. And what am I replacing here? I don't see us ever leveling that freeze up. Start testing. Interesting against the boss, the Pelletify with like the knockback and the freeze. I feel like the boss would literally never be able to get to us. And let's go ahead and send it. I am wondering about the bounce, because they go through 3 times. A lot of them only bounce once, right? Some of them do bounce twice as they pass through, and some of them bounce more than twice. So I think we are definitely losing some projectiles from not having more bounce, but I don't think that we're losing very many. There's nothing that I see that I can actually... Yeah, we'll take the multiply damage. Epic. And then we replace this. Gotta remember that. And let's go ×2, start testing. So I think there's definitely something to be said about having 2 different projectiles, one for the boss level and then just one AoE projectile. But I don't know. All the other projectiles did not feel very good, right? Like all the other projectiles were like doing the same damage but without the splash of the basic starter projectiles. Obviously, we've unlocked some other projectiles now that are potentially better single target. Like there's the one teleporter, the projectile that has the built-in teleport. And obviously for single target, that would be insanely better. And I don't know how big the splash is, right? Like that's also a question, is how big is this actual splash? I think speed, because I'm interested in doing like kind of a speed build. Research finished already? Okay. Lightning, yeah, we like lightning. And then there's just nothing there that I'm willing to take. It does feel like we're polluting the pool of possible things we can get a little bit right now. Like all this stuff we're researching, I assume that's just stuff that can spawn, and there's just so much stuff now that it's like it almost feels like it's easier without having that stuff unlocked, in the sense that you can get like, I really care about getting multi-bullet, right? Multi-bullet's insane, teleport is insane. I would almost rather not have the stuff unlocked than I will say I do find our build very satisfying. The lightning though, I feel like not each projectile is lightning. Maybe it's just because there's so many of them go past this line and they don't lightning past that line. Speed legendary? Sure. Kind of want to do a bit of teleport. That is, I think, something that's going to go in, increase damage. Okay, we got some stuff to think about now, because we've got an additional teleport, and that is the thing is we would have to put the bounce in, right? If we put in the teleport, we have to put in the additional bounce. And potentially we don't have enough pierce as well. Okay, so we got to think about stuff right now. This is a moment of thinking. Teleport 3. Bounce 3. I want to keep these because I want to eventually get that in because it looks like fun. So I think we're okay with that. I think if we do another teleport, we do need to get the bounce in. So what do we replace? Do we condense our multiply damage? I think that's what we do. So I think we go multiply damage together. This goes to 100. We got 175, so we lost kind of a lot of damage, but we're going to get additional teleport in, and then I have to get bounce in as well. Let me keep stuff together. Keep stuff together. Haven't been doing that. God damn it. I find this dissatisfying. Like, what's going on here? Okay. Whatever. Okay, I'm giving up on the keeping stuff together thing. Increased damage per bounce, that would be nice to level up. Lightning, I think I'm just gonna say no to you for, I guess I actually have the room to keep stuff. So I've got the bounce. I've got to replace something with bounce. It can't be the pierce, because I think we need the pierce. We need that much pierce, especially now that we have more teleport. I think we need the knockback. We need the freeze. Shit. The only thing is, do I lose a bullet? So I'm at 4 bullets. This takes me down to, it's like 4 to 5, which is a 20% roughly, or 25%, depending on which way you do the math. But I think for the additional two teleports, I think I need that. And we have the damage per bounce too, which is nice. So I think that is like the 2 teleports is Potentially we don't have the pierce for the 2 teleports, right? But the 2 teleports, that's like that's a 2x multiplier versus if they teleport 2 times, it's a double multiplier from where we're at. No, okay, so that's not true. So we're going to 5 passes. We were at 3 passes. I wasn't counting the original pass. But 5 over 3 is still bigger than that. 4 over, yeah, whatever. It's like 66 versus the 25. Okay, so I think we're overall mathematically better. Slightly worried about being under pierced, so we're going to definitely try to pick up some pierce, because we can definitely get a 4 pierce and a 3 pierce in. We're not that far away from getting that upgrade. And yeah, let's just go ahead and say start and not worry about the stuff that I'm holding. There's nothing in the other thing. Okay, so I'm kind of try to look at my pierce. Like, do I need... Yeah, I need more pierce. Shit. Okay. We definitely need more pierce. I think I'm actually going to take the teleport back out. Fuck, no, don't lose, don't lose, don't lose, don't lose. That was bad. That was bad. Oh my god. I lost because of that. I saw the teleport and I got just super greedy. Oh, okay. That definitely made us worse overall, because we dropped non-trivial amount of damage there. And that we just don't have the pierce to support that much teleport. Okay. I thought given how well we were doing, we had room to experiment, but that's definitely for the boss. You would definitely want to swap that in, but I should have just kept that in the bank there to kept that in the bank. Okay. Oh, desired, undesired. Have I not noticed these at all? Okay, so this is desired, and I'm going to get more firebolts, and if I put undesired here, that's how that works? Is there, if I hit guide, it doesn't explain this, but I assume that's how that works. Okay, that's interesting. I like that. That kind of helps deal with the whole card pollution thing. Anyways, this was already incredibly long. I'm a little disappointed. I feel like I killed myself with that teleport decision there. I should have thought about that with the Pierce. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I'm gonna go forward, try to do like kind of a little bit different runs. I do feel like that barrel way with the teleports, Pierce, and multi-projectile, that feels very standard, sort of, in terms of a bunch of more multipliers. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day.